Hello, my name is Olga, and I would like to represent our IT startup project, HyperObjects. Our innovation is intended for the custom enterprise development market. We create a platform to accelerate the development of corporate applications remarkably. This video aims to engage investors as co-founders of our project to speed up development and bring the product to market. The current outlook of this market is opportune. The market size in 2019 was $100 billion. According to TechNavio's report, the custom development market is growing with acceleration. It's going to reach the amount of $250,000 billion in 2024. Predictable compound annual growth rate is about 20%. However, the market is developing extensively. The vast majority of technologies originated at least 15 years ago. We believe we can bring much demanded innovation into the custom development process. Business suffers from fundamental problems of enterprise development. The development process consists of a massive amount of routine manual work. It leads to the necessity of hiring, managing, and funding a large engineering team. The developing term is too long. It usually takes at least a year from hiring to the first stable version release. The high cost of custom development is related to the high salaries of qualified IT experts within the long creative process. The biggest problem is that the business can get completely unpredictable results after the first year of development. Without much specific technical expertise, customers cannot control all intermediate stages of software production. Everything depends on the knowledge and motivation of the hired staff. The extreme dependence on the human factor makes enterprise development a perilous undertaking. The budget and time often run out, but the business still doesn't have a working product. To solve all listed problems, we have implemented the following features in our innovative platform. A quick standardized software development life cycle that lasts up to 6 weeks. Pre-assembled scalable architecture and professionally justified technology stack. Absence of routine operations, reduction of manual labor up to 20 times. Incomparably better quality and robustness. Accurately pre-calculated budget and well-predictable timeframe. Achievement of initially expected results with reduced dependency on human resources. We standardize the development process and technical stack and considerably diminish the amount of manual labor. Our platform streamlines and expedites development. An analyst builds structured conceptual models of the automated domain. We use slightly modified well-known analysis and modeling theories to formalize original ideas and store them in a standardized format. Using our newly developed converter, we transform models into a runnable application. Within 4 or 6 weeks after the start of the development, the customer will be able to test the first prototype. Meanwhile, a backend engineer can already inject custom logic into the automatically managed object model. Also, the UI engineer can customize the application's user interface. Our runtime platform utilizes initial business models to assemble all artifacts, frameworks, server architecture, custom logic, and user interface into an accomplished system. We need only 2-3 months and a team of 3 members to deliver the first version of the client's application. That should be a tremendous improvement in development productivity. Any company engaged in business digitalization will be interested in our product. In the first stage, outsourcing companies are the most prospective clients. They have many different projects. They are always in competition and interested in boosting performance and increasing quality. Every mature business today has digitalization programs and invests heavily in custom applications. We can help them to save money and time. Software vendors can remarkably simplify developing their products by using our platform as an embedded business model core. Every individual developer will be pleased with our technology to save them from routine work and streamline their activities. Our platform can be used everywhere, regardless of industry and geographical location. The target audience of our product is the planet Earth. Enterprise development problems are not new. The specialized low-code market emerged as a response to this challenge. This market is experiencing active accelerating growth. Its size is projected to grow from about $13 billion to $45.5 billion within 5 years from 2020. The compound annual growth rate is 28% over the forecast period. All of the above means that potential clients are ready to invest in such technologies. The low-code market abounds with expensive, very similar, but restricted solutions. They can initially speed up the development of a general application but can cause significant problems and risks during further project evolution. We've scrutinized the majority of low-code platforms and grouped their disadvantages. Primitive data models. They can represent only ordinary business requirements but cannot reflect all business aspects. This ambiguity has to be compensated by a considerable amount of manual coding. Mandatory dependence on licensed components. The customer won't be able to switch to another platform or get rid of the proprietary artifacts. If the customer's requirements exceed the platform's capabilities, all investments burn vainly. Limited deployment options and capabilities for integration. On-site installations, arbitrary environments, additional security regulations, and embedded third-party technologies are commonly unavailable. Commercial licenses and closed code. Most large corporations avoid using closed technologies because there is no possibility of analyzing and fixing their robustness and security. It prevents proprietary products from penetrating global projects. A large number of sophisticated manual settings. There is no way to sketch a business idea and immediately test it in action. The user has to configure the application preferences, compose a user interface, define navigation through the interface pages, and so forth. Always assume that the user of low-code systems should initially acquire special knowledge and experience. All declarations about the simplicity and wide availability of these technologies are just a marketing ploy. Limited propagation excludes an ability to quickly find adequate developers, explanatory books, or solutions to common problems. Low-code platforms have been existing for decades, but their usage is still confined and has not become generally accepted solutions. Our platform can solve all the listed disadvantages. The know-how of our innovation is using extended structural business models. They can delineate a business being automated in all details, practically eliminate routine manual work. Our innovation is assembled from open source technologies. Plus, we provide an optional extension for them. A customer can get rid of all our superstructures and switch its development process to their approach. The client will be able to reuse already developed artifacts that guarantee the protection of investments. We built our product on modern Java technologies. That opens unlimited capabilities for integration with external systems or embeddable frameworks because Java technologies belong to the most advanced ecosystems. The simple open source license makes our product available for use in the largest corporations. Besides, open source can facilitate the spread of the platform's popularity through private developers. However, the eventual license schema is a matter of discussion. We don't use any proprietary technologies, uncommon frameworks, and untried theory. Any experienced analyst, front-end, or back-end developer will be able to work with our platform without any particular knowledge. Finally, a customer can try and action their ideas immediately after formalizing them as a model. There is no need for an additional manual configuration. Although the idea of low-code is not original and new, the proposed combination of extended theory and usage simplicity and flexibility makes our platform unique and high-demanded. The most important question for any investor is how to earn money with our undertaking. At the first stage, the most realistic source of money is subcontracting with outsourcers. They have a lot of different projects. They are financially interested in speeding up processes and increasing custom products' robustness. Apart from outsourcers, we consider the possibility of finding large projects on freelance portals. Though we can pick up a serious project with a budget of up to $50,000. We can use crowdfunding as a channel to promote our product and involve additional support for our operational activities. However, it's not a substantial source of funds. In the second stage, having gained experience working with outsourcers, we plan to provide our outsourcing service based on our platform. It's common practice for large IT companies to support open source projects. We believe that our platform has plenty of chances to attract major sponsors. We will be able to efficiently develop our much-demanded commercial products for the broadest end-users audience. We will use the software as a service monetization approach to return the investments. In the third stage of our venture, the commercial ecosystem for our platform is going to emerge. Books, training, certifications, visual development tools, extensions, and off-the-shelf commercial solutions, they all can earn income. We can build a cloud runtime environment for ready-made custom solutions based on our platform in the latest stages. Platform as a service monetization schema adapts to our platform pretty well. We cannot predict the stability and volumes of received funds from each source, but an abundance of diverse income streams can protect investors from irrecoverable capital loss. The active development of our project started in 2018. For the current moment, we've completed the following stages. In 2018, we assembled the standardized architecture and created the first working prototype. In 2019, we started refining our codebase, created a test business model based on a real corporate system, recorded the first demonstration media materials, and conducted preliminary negotiations with potential customers. In 2020, we have completed an analysis of the market and competitors. We assembled a professional enterprise development process, graded all technologies to the newest versions, and created a modern UI interface. We consider our achievements like high-efficient results because we completed 75% of the work by the individual contributors' efforts without investments. The state of the minimum viable product of our platform means that it must support the following development lifecycle. The shaping of the original business idea in the form of graphical structural models. Automated generation of all derived artifacts from the models. Launching the prototype application on a pre-assembled runtime environment. Embedding our platform into a custom business application as a structural object core. To achieve this functionality, we had to and still need to develop the following technical components. Extended modeling theory and graphical notation have to outline any business idea in every detail without ambiguity. We have had the completed theory, but we still need to work out the graphical notation on practice. This component's completeness is 70%, so we cannot yet wholly cover our MVP first point. We have completed 3 components on 99%, pre-assembled scalable architecture, justified technology stack, and an efficient development process. These features allow us to develop and run a business application in any modern environment. This MVP point is ready. Persistence object graph, unified business service, unified meta service, and unified UI components already provide an ability to embed our object core into the ready-made application. However, we have not reached the needful readiness level to represent our object core to the third-party developers. The artifact generator is the last necessary component, but it's blocked by the incomplete graphical notation and persistence object graph. Therefore, we have not yet started implementing it. Considering all components' complexity, we currently completed 66% of MVP. We have a clear understanding of the further steps. We intend the next 2021 for completing the minimum viable product. In 2022, we plan to begin cooperation with outsourcing companies, initiate the consecutive development of marketing requirements, and commence active spreading over the professional community. We plan to start our own direct consulting and outsourcing service based on our platform in 2023. Concurrently, we are going to engage large sponsors for donations to our project. This roadmap is based on minimum required investments. We can accelerate this process twice if we attract additional funds. Considering the fulfilled stages and the rest of the necessary work, we can forecast the required resources to complete MVP. We calculated the resource plan for the Russian labor market and Poland's market to choose between small cost and transparent money transfers. You can familiarize yourself with the calculations by pausing the video. When I was saying we during the presentation, I meant our entire project team. We gathered a compact but highly professional project group. You can contemplate these intelligent faces whilst I will be introducing them. Anton is the main ideologist and inspiration for our project. He delivers his many years of enterprise development experience and advanced knowledge of business modeling theory into our development. He also defines the backend technology stack, implements new backend features, and directs the entire project evolution process. I'm Olga. I analyze requirements, help the team to define strategic milestones and tactical goals. I facilitate our development workflow. Besides, I'm focused on communication with potential investors and customers. Dmitry is our universal soldier. He is in charge of developing our user interface, backend web services, and their integration in the joint working product. Mikhail is a senior DevOps and backend engineer. He is answerable to assemble the backend architecture, containerize it, and integrate it with our platform's core. Ilya is our front-end technical leader. He is responsible for assembling the user interface technological stack and controlling the front-end development. Stefan is the leading DevOps engineer. He supports all our development environments, the continuous integration and delivery pipelines, automated control of the code quality. As you can see, our team members cover all necessary parts of the development process with their expertise. That's the end of our presentation. You can see our contacts for further discussion of possible cooperation. Besides, we appreciate any feedback and suggestions. The world needs innovative solutions. We need productive collaboration. Thank you for your time. Bye for now.